All right, Homie Talk for the Homies, episode 3. This segment is pretty much going to be about black people. Do we really hold each other down, or is it due to race, government, things of that nature? Charles Barkley said black people never be successful, or unsuccessful black people are unsuccessful because of other black people. Just to summarize what he said. Lloyd, I'm going to go with you first. Is that the truth?
I would say sort of, because, you know, it seems like when a black person is successful, you got other black folks that start to tear them down, and they feel like there's some black people that feel like they're not being true to themselves, so then they revert back to what it is that they were used to. They go to college and say, oh, you ain't about the hood no more. Then they go back to where they wanted to get out of in the first place. Now they're back in the same hole that they started from. Some black folks, like, I don't know.
I'm going to say it's absolutely true that the unsuccessful black people are unsuccessful because of the people around them. And I'm of course we're talking about black people because that's what the topic was about, but it's every race deals with it. Every race deals with it. But there are more black people in jail and a higher percentage of black people within poverty. Because, you know, the old saying goes, a lot of successful people say, you're the average of the 5 people you're around the most. You're around nothing but unsuccessful people. That's what you are. Even your small amount of success, like you got a $30,000 a year job while all your homeboys got $15,000 a year jobs, you the person to look up to, and you have nobody to look up to. So I think that, and also you got haters, and like Lloyd was saying, you know, you got people in the hood, like, oh, you know, you forgot about us, you forgot about where you came from, and things of that nature, to where you start to want to please people. We as our people want to please each other. We want to think that we're uplifting each other, but we're really tearing each other down.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Spy.
Yeah, I think it's true too, because I mean, it's the whole crabs in the barrel type thing. You know, you won't get far without somebody criticizing whatever move you make. Like, if you become successful, they're going to criticize you and be like, oh, you know, like Willie said, oh, you forgot about us, you forgot about where you come from. But I don't see it as that, because, you know, you're basically just trying to get a better life for yourself. And the people around you, they should be the ones to support you, not bring you down. And like, also, I mean, I don't know what it's like being, you know, another race. I mean, I'm black, but I don't know if other races do that like we do. You know, because I never heard a white person say, you know, who became successful and, you know, had a prosperous career and all that other stuff. I don't never see white people say, oh, you know, you forgot where you came from. You know, why are you, like, I just don't get it. I don't get why we do that.
I remember I saw, I think it was Instagram some months ago, Nicki Minaj said she hated broke people.
Yeah.
And somebody put a picture of Nicki Minaj before she got famous and said, don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
Alright, now I've been broke. I'm not rich now. I'm not broke, but I'm not rich now. When I was broke, I hated broke people. Because they have that, a lot of broke people have a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, the stereotype of black people is that black people are lazy. And that should never have been a stereotype, for the fact that African Americans work for 200 years for free. When did it become, now that we're free as slaves, and now that we got our civil rights, we can just
Because you know that
go on that beach chair.
Because you know that joke, you know the stigma. Mexicans work the hardest and get paid the least. Black folks work the least and want to get paid the most, and white people fall in the middle.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me why you can't be successful in black. Why is it that you have to be a thug, or you can't make good grades, or you can't speak well? Because, you know, if I speak to certain people over the phone, especially with my name being what it is, they assume that I'm white. Then I'll I'll come in there and be like, oh, they gonna give me a look like you a lot darker than I thought you were gonna be.
Yeah, when I applied at RK, I spoke to them over the phone, and they was like, okay, so we'll have your interview. I walked in, it was like, oh, I didn't expect you to walk through the door. Like, what exactly? Yeah, I was like, what exactly did you expect?
Yeah.
It's like because I actually pronounce my words correctly, because I actually speak with some type of intelligence. And like, just like with Jonathan's name, just like with my name.
You know what's funny, man? I saw this article on Facebook. I think the guy's name was Jose or something like that, and I think he had some kind of white last name, and he did this. I guess it was like an experiment. Like, he wasn't getting no callbacks or anything. Like, I guess mainly because his first name is Jose. You're gonna assume he's of Hispanic, descent. So he actually decided to drop the S in his name, and all of a sudden he started getting calls for interviews and everything. So I just think that's funny right there, because it's I don't even know how I got on that, because we supposed to be talking about black people.
No, but it kind of fits though.
Yeah.
Is it really black people holding each other down, or is it that there are other races that still continue, or let's say the white race in particular, that still try to hold the other races down?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah. I think in the community it can be like that, and there's black communities that really do support people. But that it's always seems like it's because they feel like they could ride the coattails to success.
Yeah.
They, oh, Lord, you can play basketball. Shoot, when he gets to the NBA,
don't forget about me.
Yeah, don't forget about me.
Remember, I was at the court passing you.
Yeah, I was at the basketball court throwing them chest pass to you. And it's like, okay, but it's just another thing that happened. I was at my mentor's office, and I was talking to a dude, and he was like, "Hey, where you from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Brooklyn." And he said, "Yeah, I heard it in your voice." And I really don't think I have a New York accent, but he said that he heard it. And this one dude goes, "Oh, he must be from the nice part of New York." Now, we grew up in Crown Heights. At the time we lived there, I don't know about now, but at the time we lived there, it was not a nice neighborhood.
It's still not.
So, but I was like, "What make you think that? What make you say that?" He was like, "Man, you don't talk like you from the hood."
Even one of my people that I used to.
How am I supposed to talk?
Exactly.
I'm supposed to talk like I'm an idiot. I wasn't raised by idiots.
Even
like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised by a stupid person.
Even this dude
I didn't go to a stupid school.
Even this dude that was from Brooklyn. We had got introduced, and he's like, "You from Brooklyn, right?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Where are you from?" I said, "Crown Heights." He was like, "Oh, you must be from the nice part." He's like, no. He said, "You must be from the educated part." I was like, "Why do you say that?" He's like, "The way you speak." I was like,
"No, my mother read to us when I was a baby."
See,
I don't know. I assume I don't know. I don't know why I speak well. I don't know why I speak well. I can't say.
When did being black? I'm just wondering, when did being black and being educated become a crime?
All right, man. So make a point. We gotta go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, to round off that. I love my cousin, my family back in North Carolina, but when I moved from the country to Elizabeth City, which, that's still considered country, I came back, and the way I was talking, they said I talk proper. And it's like, what's wrong with me talking proper?
I'm surprised they use the word proper, because it's usually you talk
white. Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, that's what they said, but that's what I called it. I called it as talking proper. I'm not talking white. You know what I'm saying? So, it's
like words are meant to be pronounced correctly.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta say right, der.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But But yeah, let us know what y'all think. Is it a combination of both? Which I agree with you, Spy. It is. I think it is a combination of both. But I think that we don't help the cause either.
Yeah.
Let us know on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Y'all see the pages in the description. Thanks.